I hope you don't wait to give me roses. Please don't take too long to think that you should know me. Please, for real. Please don't wait too long to tell me I'm the shit, yo. See you flourish, looking salty, throwing fits, yo. Then you bury, getting lonely, wanna miss, yo. Get from around me, you climb me, you looking
Let's not tailor it towards local or whatever. Everybody can eat. This world is crazy big.
Yeah.
You know, and when you go to other cities, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it and take it there. You know what I'm saying? Like in Lexington, we could be much bigger than we are if we stick together, and if we help one another. You know what I'm saying? If we helped like with information and like collabing more, and these bigger cities do it. It's a lot of love in Atlanta. It's a lot of love in New York. It's a lot of, I've been to these places. It's a lot of love, and they stick together. Yeah, they have their, I'm pretty sure they have their, you know that little local beef. You know, everybody has that. But for the most part, Chicago repping Chicago.
Yeah.
New York repping New York. You know, LA repping LA.
Yeah.
And you got us in Kentucky where we bickering over Louisville versus Lexington.
Yeah.
I can't agree with that because everybody is one.
Mm-hmm.
We should be Kentucky representing Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like not everybody, but I feel like it's a nice amount of people. Mm-hmm. Where, like you said, like New York is gonna always rep. Like he might be from Brooklyn, but he be like, man, that's New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or somebody from Chicago, they gonna rep Chicago. LA, same thing. Whereas here it's kind of like, you might have the few, like, okay, you know, I'm gonna rep Louisville's Louisville,
mm-hmm.
or Lexington because it's Lexington, but then it's kind of like you get those some that where if they can disassociate themselves with, you know, from a Louisville and Lexington, like just a Kentucky, just like I'm not even like I'm repping Miami, I'm gonna rep Chicago, I'm gonna rep New York, because there's a lot of people that do that. You know what I'm saying? I see like
for sure.
I see people and I'm like, bro, like, you went to high school in Danville. Why are you trying to act like you from Miami now? Or why are you trying to act like you from Atlanta now because you've been there for 5 years? Like, you're not from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see that a lot.
What do you think? What do you think about that though? Like what? How? But
I mean, I think it's more so a combination of social media in a sense, because nowadays, you know how like back in the day, which everybody says they kind of sound, but 10, 15 years ago, you could tell when somebody who was a rapper, you could tell they're from this area, mm-hmm. they're from that area. You know what I'm saying? The type of music they make. Like when Designer came out, people thought he was from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers from
Future.
You feel what I'm saying? and so you got other artists where you be like, bro, that dude sound like he might be from LA, mm-hmm. and no, he's from Detroit, or he's from, you know what I'm saying, or he's from Chicago or something. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just social media has made it to where everything is so accessible. It's so accessible where it's like, I might live in Montana, mm-hmm. but my influence on music is all Atlanta rappers. So if I make music, it's gonna sound like Atlanta music. So I think it's a combination of just social media, but it's also just that thing like it's not officially cool yet to say like you're from Kentucky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you're like make it to like that point. You're like an athlete or something. Like,
that's unfortunate.
It's fine. But if you make like music or clothes or something, it's like, that's from Kentucky.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
And I don't agree with. And I don't agree. Like the scale is, let's not get it twisted. The scale is to be global. Like I'm not gonna get it twisted. Like I'm not a person that's gonna sugarcoat it and be like, I want to be this local hero, because I'm gonna give knowledge to everybody, local, global, whatever. I'm gonna give you that knowledge. But if you come to me and I have that information, I'm gonna give it to you. But like you said, man, it takes us. Kentucky's cool. We got some cool shit in Kentucky. You know what I mean? And we got we have some people in Kentucky that's really, really dope. As far as what they're doing, you know what I mean? So I can't say that for me, I love being from Kentucky.
Yeah.
I love when people, like, oh, where you from? And I tell them, oh, I'm from Kentucky. And they're like, what? It's not country or whatever. Like, nah, we don't ride down the street with horses and all that. Like, we have cars, we have nice cars. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of style we got a lot of style about ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
That is surprising though.
What?
I will say that. I met a couple people from Kentucky, and all y'all do got a little drip, and I did not expect that.
No, I mean, we not in boxes. Like you would think when people talked about Kentucky, we are like
y'all really be fresh though. Like,
in the hills with.
Well,
isolated.
I'm gonna be honest. Outside of Louisville, and I guess you could throw Lexington in that box.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Bowling Green. Mm-hmm. But outside of those three,
but you got this. But you got that.
It's the hills have eyes.
But you got that same energy everywhere though. In California,
but it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? So LA is huge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got those surrounding areas. You know what I'm saying? You got your Chino Hills, your Silicon Valley. You know what I'm saying? But it's huge. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Whereas out here, like, if somebody tells me that they from Winchester, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, I know how you get that. Like it's somebody telling me that they from, you know what I'm saying, Paducah, and I met some cool people from Paducah, but it's a small, where it's literally north side, south side. That's it.
Yeah.
It's nothing else there. You know what I'm saying? They might have a strip mall. That's it. It's nothing. There's no reason for you to go. You visit Kentucky, you have no reason to go there. You know what I'm saying? Only reason why people go to Bowling Green, if anything, is because Western.
Yeah.
If Western wasn't there, you're not setting foot in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Same thing with Lexington. Like, if UK's not there, you be honest about it. If UK's not in Lexington, what's the difference between between Lexington and Georgetown? If you take away UK.
I mean, not much.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like it's not a.
Not much, but I guess everybody knows everybody. Yeah. And that's why it's considered like small. Because in Lexington, everybody knows everybody. If you, no matter who you are, you could be small, you could be big, everybody knows you. You know what I'm saying? If you're out in the public, everybody knows you. And I feel what you're saying, but I feel like every state has that. Paducah, they do. I feel like every state has that Bowling Green.
They do.
You know what I mean? So I can't necessarily agree and say, oh well, man, like we the only ones with that type of energy. Nah, New York, you go outside of the city, you go into the suburbs, you probably gonna hit some country shit. You know what I mean? Like,
upstate New York.
That's in LA too. You know what I mean? Like that's everywhere. Outside of Vegas, what does Vegas provide?
From Nevada.
Like what do they have?
You got Reno.
Okay.
I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying like it's an abundance. So for like. Literally, like Louisville is the sole city of Kentucky. Like that.
But we just got to do more sticking together and putting our state on.
That too.
You get what I'm saying? That'll help out a lot if we put our state on.
See, but that goes back to what I was saying. Like people want to kind of disassociate themselves, not with where they're from, but like they feel like okay, there's nothing there that's comparable to what I can get the opportunity of in a Chicago or in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just go there.
And I'm not saying like sometimes it's rough. I had to move to Atlanta. Yeah. Like to be honest with you, I had to move to Atlanta to get some more exposure. You know what I mean? So I'm not telling you not to do that. What I'm telling you is like rep Kentucky. Yeah. If you from there and you doing some dope shit, don't make us look bad. Yeah. Because we have a lot of culture there, and if you wasn't in the field, like don't speak on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you wasn't out here at the Starlight parties, if you wasn't out here at the what's the club? All the clubs that I did, the Vasa stuff like that. If you wasn't out in the field to see the culture, then you can't really speak on it. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm saying.
Okay. Now, Khalil, have you ran into any type of difficulties in, you know what I'm saying, getting your store started up and just as far as just networking and, you know, communicating with folks doing the same thing or in that same type of realm?
I feel like kind of the trick question, like it's always difficult when you first starting out, just because you just gotta kind of map out exactly what you're doing. You can plan for it. Like I was planning forever, trying to plan forever for it, and even all the planning I did, I still wasn't ready for it when I started it. You just kind of gotta learn on the go, and that's kind of the biggest part of it for me. Is just like understand this, like your first year going around with all your expenses and seeing how your expenses gonna add up and stuff like that. As far as the networking goes, it hasn't. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really come across any crazy situations like that. Mostly everybody been pretty open. Like I said, when I first came out here, these are the first two people I met. Jazz. I met Jazz first, and then I ended up meeting Jaron. So that's really been my real network, if you want to be honest. I mean, I feel like with the networking and stuff goes, people can help you, but a lot of time I feel like I was starting to get the same advice over and over again. So at some point you got to kind of realize it is what it is, bro. You got to go, you got to do, and you gonna learn more and more as you do. You know what I'm saying? People ain't gonna tell you nothing but the same stuff. You gotta work hard, you gotta network, you gotta get out here and talk to these people, and you know, kind of just get your shit straight, know what you're doing. So yeah, that I would say, if anything, just the process of not knowing how much I'm about to spend this month, or not knowing how much I'm about to spend next month, and just kind of getting all my plugs and stuff set up. So,
and I'm not gonna front. Him, Khalil tested me on my business structure, and that was a blessing, because that made me put it in, like, you know, when you're doing something, like when you create, I don't like to put labels on, like I'm a creative or any of that, like, but when you making some dope shit, you know, you can get lost in that, and that's the reason a lot of people out here making dope stuff, but the structure and how they're and the discipline to, all right, I have to be everything right now. I have to be the numbers guy. I have to be the web designer. I have to create the clothes. I gotta do the social media. That stuff, like that stuff is the most. That's the important part of it, because I ain't really had that business part down until, like, Jazz came in, until Khalil came in and told me, like, well, what's the numbers though? Like, well, what are you doing? Like those are the things that I needed to hear. You know, it's like, all right, well, how many pieces are you giving out this month? What are you wasting your money? Like, are you putting your money in the right spot? Do you have a business, like a bank account that all your money is going into? Because I ain't gonna lie, I had one bank account, and it would have my job money going into that, and then my internet money going into it. You know what I mean? And my pop-up money going into it. And I had no structure. And I got two business, one regular account and then a business account. You know what I'm saying? So that really helped me.
I would say, like, what y'all was talking about as far as, like, the small town stuff, because I'm from Alabama. I was born in Louisiana, but I was raised in Alabama, so I pretty much say I'm from Alabama. And it is different. Like, when you come to these bigger cities, I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, so moving to Atlanta, it's like everybody in my city want to grow up and move to Atlanta or go do something in Atlanta. It's the closest, biggest spot to us. And it's just a different mentality. Like, everybody out here is, like, on some shit. Like, your social status is tied to how hard you hustle out here in Atlanta. And in, like, smaller areas, I feel like we hadn't got to that point yet. It's all about who got, like, the biggest dope boys, the biggest scammers, the hood. You got the hood niggas, the hood shit popping. Like, you still got that kind of, I guess, false ideology of what popping really is. But, like, out here, like, you might be wearing the same sweatpants every day, but if they know you out here grinding, you out here rubbing elbows, connecting with people, like, everybody know you still lit, like, you still You know what I'm saying? Getting something going, and like everybody is pushing you, bro. Like everybody's pushing. You're not gonna have, like, I don't have the same idle time like I used to have. Like I don't even really want to do that same type of stuff. You feel me? Like I would want to do when I was just kind of living to go party and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. You feel uncomfortable if you being stagnant or not doing anything. So your circle, man. You gotta have a good circle.
Now, you all got any shout outs you want to give?
I'm gonna shout out my brand, Wild Things brand. Follow that on Instagram, Twitter. Shout out my business partners. Shout out my homie Shell, Dier, Chancellor, Trey. All my partners that keep me focused and help me out through this process. Everybody helped me through this process of growing. And my biggest thing is shout out to people that rock with wild things. You know what I mean? Shout out to people that stay consistent in helping me grow. And I hope you guys continue to grow with me, support. And that's the biggest thing is I'm not telling you to support bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you if something's whack, shit, let me know. That's gonna help me. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all ain't feeling something that I post, shit, hit me up in my DMs. Be like, bro, that's whack. You know what I mean?
I do it all the time.
But I'm gonna go in and take it as, all right, bet. I'm gonna come back even harder. You know what I'm saying? That helps me. So that's really what I would say is like, if you love it, support it. Like the only way a brand can grow, and don't think you see it over Japan and all that stuff that I'm rich. I'm not. You know what I mean? Like the only way for this to grow is for the people to buy into the message, really understand what I'm trying to say and do, and the mission that I'm on is to let people know that, man, they could be great in this world. You know what I mean? You don't have to sacrifice who you are to just be like everybody else. Like you can be exactly who you want to be. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Is be who you want to be, and support, man. If you love it, support it, and that's the only way that this will grow and I can help. You know, that's it.
That's it. What's the show?
Opinionated Facts.
Opinionated. Shout out to Opinionated Facts for sure, for coming through, showing love.
Appreciate
I'm shout my brand out at _Gnarly Basement. Follow us on Instagram. We got Depop, all that good stuff. Just big stuff coming. Really excited for what we going through. Shout out to these two for letting me get a close up look. My boy, Mr. Wild Things, One Fly Jones, Mr. Jazz Flash. Shout out to her for giving me a close up look to what's really going on in this business world. Yo, man, I gotta shout out my girl, man. It's the only person I got with me right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta shout her out, bro. This is some real stuff, bro.
I'll shout out my wife too. Shout out my wife. I apologize, Cam. Shout out my wife.
Look though, when you starting out, like I don't got nobody to really help me out with nothing, and she put in a lot of work for me, so I gotta be 100, because that's what Gnarly Basement is. We gotta keep it 100 all the way. That's what you gonna expect. That's what you gonna get. So shout out to her for showing love. And I'll say one last thing. Like one thing I learned, bro. Like you gotta be committed to that shit. If you wanna, like, don't just be no entrepreneur if you feel like you don't wanna work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do that jump because you passionate about it. Like, I don't have no doubt in my two homies right here, because you know when somebody really into it and somebody really want it like that, that's you done already won. So I'll just say that whoever, if you got a dream and you really want it, and you willing to do what it takes and sacrifice, then you already won. So that's just what I got from signing out from Gnarly Basement. You feel me?
And my last thing is, I'm a dog.
Until you see me,
I'm a dog.
Until you see me with that rock and triple threat, you don't know what's going on.
A dog on the court and a dog with this. I'm a dog. I know you gotta be humble, but I'm a dog. I do this every single day. Like, every single day.
For real.
I stay up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, that's what it takes. I'll do it.
Jazz got 17 hands. And she posting 8 times per minute. Like, it's real, bro. People be working. Like, people really be working, dude. People really be working. So.
Yeah, but that's it for me. Like I said, man, love you guys. And if you want any information, just hit my DMs. Period.
But, well, I appreciate you all for letting me pull up, man.
Nah, we appreciate you, man.
For sure, man.
Yeah, for sure. We appreciate you.
Always. But it was a dope episode. Another episode of Opinionated Facts. And shit, we out. Peace.
All right. Peace.
I hope you don't wait to give me roses. Please don't take too long to think that you should know me. Please, for real. Please don't wait too long to tell me I'm the shit, yo. See you flourish, looking salty, throwing fish, yo. Then you bury, getting lonely, wanna miss, yo. Get from around me, you clowny, you looking needy, yo. I hope you don't wait to give me roses.